I feel so strongly about this. Hi everyone, this is Nayana here and welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to this channel, please do stay tuned for all the videos that I will be putting up every week, and I would love to have you in my family so that we can grow bigger together. So today's topic, it's something that I have been wanting to address for almost 2 or 3 weeks now, and I just did not have the courage to put it out because I was scared of how the reaction is going to be. But I knew I had to put this out, and this is something I had to address because otherwise I would always regret not talking about it at all. Being somebody who can talk to you people, I thought it was my responsibility to talk about it. Just take a cup of coffee or tea and just stay with me and listen to what I have to say, because this is me trying to put out my voice in support of the MeToo movement. For me, I wanted to address a couple of things that I have faced and how maybe we could come to a solution for it. So last year, the MeToo movement came up. We all saw how many of us have put that status up, and people were just amused by the number of posts that came out. Though it came, it never stayed in India because it got forgotten and nothing came of it. A couple of months back, when Tanushree Dutta came out after 10 whole years to talk about the sexual harassment that she had endured from a very well-known, a well-respected actor, Nana Patekar, on the sets of a movie, this became the ignition that was much needed in our India to start this movement all over again. It has now become a wild spreading fire, and we all see so many women coming out and talking about it. It also makes me happy to see that people have finally found the courage. They have found the support that they've always been needing to come out and speak about it. And I hope that it does not stop anytime before some kind of solutions are coming up. Something I want to address and I want to ask all of you in the background of this MeToo movement is, do you think this is something that happens only in the film industry, in the media, in the journalism industry, in such big industries? Every single woman has been abused, harassed or molested in some way or the other by strangers, by people we know, by family, by relatives, by colleagues, by friends, by our bosses. Somebody or the other in our life has abused us in some way. When it comes to Tanushree Dutta, a lot of people have questioned her credibility. Why would she come back after 10 whole years? She has no reason for this attention because she is not trying to get back into the film industry at all. So why would she want to just come and spread some fake news about a well-known actor, especially somebody who is of power? What she did is something all of us should have done a long time back. What she did was having the courage to call out the abuser. And that is something I think all of us women lack. And in Tanushree's case, she has clearly said that she had talked about it back then. And we saw that she just faded away from the film industry. We all keep quiet because we're scared of our reputation, we're scared of our careers, and we're scared of what will become of us if we call them out. And a lot of people who ask generally, why now? Now there's a movement happening. Now there are people coming together to support each other. And now this support is why a lot of women are coming out and pointing at people of power, people who've been doing this for a long time, not on one person, on multiple people. And that is why this movement is important. And now we're finally seeing steps happening to punish the abusers. So many people who are abusers, who are serial abusers, being thrown out of their jobs, being taken out of their projects. And this is what has been missing this whole time. This punishment to the people who think they can get away with it all. And that is why women did not talk about it for so long, and they're finally talking about it, because we see big organizations take the stance to punish these people who have been proven to be abusers. And now when a guy does anything, he has to think twice or thrice or even more. I am not saying that all men are abusers. No, I honestly know so many men who are on our side, who are so respectful to women, who would never do something like that. Once when I was 15 years old, I was coming home from my board exams from the bus stop to my home. I was walking alone to my house. Now I was probably 3 gates away from my house when a random guy in a bike came, stopped right next to me on the road. I still remember the dialogue that he said. Kariko mole namukku kali kalikka. I was 15. I was in my school uniform. I was coming back home. I couldn't see his whole face because he had his helmet on, but his visor was open, so I could see that he was at least as old as my dad. And that guy had the audacity to come and stop on the middle of a road in broad daylight at noon. It was probably around 12, 1, sometime like that, and say that to me. I remember now how I just ran to my house. I was so scared that he might follow me. But I didn't talk about it then. I was too scared to talk about it then. I wasn't even clear about what had just happened. I have mentioned this to my friends after that, but as a joke, as something that was amusing that happened to me. And when I look back, I'm thinking now, why did I take it as a joke? Why didn't I address it as required? Maybe because I thought if I told my parents about it, they would stop me from walking back home. The punishment comes to the victim, right? And that is a major reason why a lot of girls don't talk about it. Because then we get restricted from doing what we love doing. There have been so many other instances. And these are done by complete strangers, not people I know, not people I recognize, by complete stranger on a public transport, on the road. I will say that I have been harassed by people I know too. It's just been a done chapter in my life which I don't want to talk about. So something I want to tell all of you, especially parents, please do sit your kids down. Talk to them about what a good or a bad touch is. Tell them why it is not supposed to be done by anybody, be it anybody in the family, be it anybody they know. Make it clear to your kids, be it a boy or a girl. Give them the confidence to come and tell you about it. Because trust me, these abusers, they know how to scare them. But these kids should know that they have their parents to come running to and tell them the moment something like this happens. And parents, by no means make your kid feel that they are at fault. Empathize with them, support them, and make sure that you take a step to punish the abuser. It could be anybody in your family, it could be your friend, your neighbor, anybody. But just think, when you are protecting that abuser of what they did, just think about how you are affecting your own kid and what they might be going through. So always call out those abusers, no matter who they are, because they deserve it. So I forgot to add a couple of very, very, very important points to my earlier clip, so I have to add this here. So parents, another equally important thing is to sit down with them when they are like maybe teenagers and tell them what consent means, and also tell them about respecting women and also treating them as an equal. Most of the time in the adolescent stage, a lot of guys are pressured by their peers to act a certain way, to be a certain kind, and to go with the flow, because it's never okay to do something wrong just because everybody is doing it. So sit down with your teenager kids and talk to them and be open-minded and listen to them and listen to their instances and tell them what it means to hurt somebody or disrespect somebody or harass someone. So talk about all these taboo topics, because talking to them and making them aware of it will make sure that it prevents them from doing all of that. So let's just hope that with this movement, it becomes a strong foundation for the coming generations to grow on. So folks, thank you so much for watching this whole video and staying here with me. So if any of you are in this moment, please do comment below with the hashtag #MeToo and be supportive towards the people who have been affected. If not anything, just be empathetic towards them and show your support to them. This again is because of how very strongly I felt about this movement. So thank you again so much for watching, all of you. So I will see you again next week with another video. So till then, bye bye.